Battle of Messines, 7th to 14th of June 1917. Joseph Elliott was born on the 3rd of November 1890 in Spittal, Northumberland, England. He was a minor when he came to Australia with his wife and daughter in 1914. Joseph and family settled in Alexander Street, Kurri Kurri, and he began working at Hebburn No. 1 Colliery Western. He remained there until he enlisted in the 4th Australian Tunnelling Company, Australian Imperial Force, on 9th of April 1916. Joseph left Australia on the HMAT Marilda on the 22nd of May 1916 and was promoted to second corporal before arriving in France on the 30th of August. The 4th Australian Tunnelling Company was absorbed into the 1st Australian Tunnelling Company on the 30th of September 1916. The Messines Ridge along the northern French-Belgian border had been captured by the Germans in 1914. An area on the ridge, marked on British maps as Hill 60 because of its elevation being marked 60 metres above sea level, gave the enemy a tactical advantage and afforded excellent views across the British lines to eat. It soon became evident that different tactics were needed to break the stalemate of trench warfare, and British engineers began digging tunnels under no man's land and beneath the enemy's position across the ridge. The 1st Australian Tunnelling Company constantly worked under extreme, dangerous and potential fatal conditions. Drainage and ventilation shafts had to be dug as well as diversionary tunnels so that the deeper the tunnels would go undetected. The German mining units were constantly trying to find British tunnels, and numerous counter-tunnels had to be dug towards the German excavations so that they could be mined with small charges and destroyed. The official Australian history states that at Hill 60, underground warfare reached a tension which was not surpassed anywhere else on the British front. General Herbert Plumer made a decision that 21 mines that had been placed along the ridge would be discharged at 3:10 a.m. on the 7th of June 1917. When the mines were simultaneously detonated, 450,000 kilograms of explosives went off underneath the German lines. Newspaper reports claimed that the noise from the explosions and ensuing barrage could be heard in London. On the 13th of June 1917, men of the 1st Australian Tunnelling Company were engaged in road repairing. A number of sappers under 2nd Corporal Joseph Elliott were unloading a lorry when a long-range German shell exploded among them. All died as a result and are buried in the railway dugouts buried around the transport farm Zillebeek, 1 mile south-southeast of Ypres. And this is the story of Joseph Elliott, lest we forget.